Have you ever walked into a room and the energy in that room feels completely off? You walk into the room and for some reason, the people around there, the girls around there just have this kind of energy of like, I belong here and you don't belong here. If you've never experienced that, I'll tell you something. I have experienced it so many times. And that is what is called mean girl energy. Now, recently, I went to Fashion Week, and if you guys do not know the insights of Fashion Week, it looks amazing and glamorous, but the mean girls in the industry are so bad. But I've come to learn something about mean girls, and this is what this whole video is going to be about. Every single time you encounter a mean girls make you feel like you are the problem. They make you feel like you don't belong. They make you feel like you shouldn't be in that room. And I'm here to tell you, the problem is not you, the problem is the mean girls themselves. This whole video is going to be about the mean girl energy, and I know we have all encountered that kind of mean girl energy in so many areas and so many places. And mean girls have the tendency of making you feel that you are the problem, you're the one that should be out of that room, you don't belong. They make you feel less confident than you are. You can walk into a room and feel as confident as you are. Then for some reason, these mean girls make you feel very small, because mean girls don't move alone. Mean girls move in a group. They are never on their own. They are always in a group, and they make you feel like you are the problem. I'm going to tell you something. The problem is not you. The problem is literally them, because mean girls have an insecurity problem, and this is what we're going to talk about. Mean girls are overly insecure. They are less confident. This is why you find that they tend to move in groups. They tend to move, with a lot of people. It's more of a psychological problem. I feel pity and I feel, sorry for them, because I feel sorry for them in a way that their meanness, the anger that they carry, the despite that they carry is destroying them rather than helping them, rather than, putting them in places whereby they should be. Mean girl energy can really, really destroy someone and can put someone in a bad place. I really feel sorry for mean girls, because they thrive on negative energy. They thrive on belittling other people. They thrive on making other people feel bad. And that's how they draw their energy. But in actual sense, they are very sad people. They are people that when you go back at home, in their own homes, they do not have much friends. They don't have people who check up on them. They don't have people who really care for them. So they are using that social energy around them to make them feel better. I'll give you a very good encounter. A friend of mine went to a fashion show, and as she was there on that fashion show, there was a girl that came to sit next to another girl. So when she came to sit to that girl, and that girl was like, I'm sorry, your shoulder is knocking my shoulder. Can you please move? This girl was like, oh, sorry, I'll move a bit. So she moved, and then she was like, oh, that's not enough. Can you move again? And she's like, oh, sorry. So this girl called the security to tell the security that the chairs are too close. They should move the chair away because this girl's skin is touching her and she doesn't deserve that. And in actual sense, if you think about that, the fact is that they think that everything around them belongs to them and nothing else belongs to another person. They become really extremely greedy. They become extremely really stressed out. They become really aggressive. They become really really distressed by other people. Your happiness, your good energy, your positive energy, your way of living is very threatening to them. They are threatened by you thriving. They are threatened by your resilience. They are threatened by you being free, by you having this kind of friendships, by being in this kind of rooms and stuff like that. Every single time you think that a mean girl has made you feel bad, think about themselves. Like, they have made themselves feel 10 times worse by being mean to you. Mean girls are fully aware about what they're doing to you. They're fully aware of how they're making you feel. Never think that because they are looking all glam, moving in these rooms, telling you all these kind of things, they have more power than you. You have more power over someone that is mean to you, horrible to you, bullies you, than they have over you, because they are sad people. They are people that need a hug. They are people that need to be embraced. They are people that need, to be told a little bit of things. And what I've come to learn is that when it comes to mean girls and the energy and all the things that they thrive on, they think that because of people being okay with them, because of people respecting their standards or respecting whatever it is, they are winning. But in actual sense, they are actually losing. So if you're in a situation whereby you're at school or you're at university or you're at a workplace and there are these girls who are mean girls, they're making you feel so horrible at work, don't feel horrible. They are the most horrible people, and they are rotten inside in their heart. They are sad. If you sit down and listen to their stories and what they are going through in life, you'll feel more sad for them and want to help them more than it should be. You know, their kind of energy, it's rotting them. You even age faster. Negative energy makes you age faster, makes you even gain weight faster. It doesn't give you anything that helps you to thrive. It doesn't give you anything that makes you a beautiful, a fulfilled, a nurturing person. 𝐃𝐈𝐒𝐂𝐋𝐀𝐌𝐈𝐄𝐑 energy is really bitterness and anger from the person's soul. It's got nothing to do with you. You're the most beautiful, intelligent, hardworking, worthy person, and never think that you don't belong to be in a room, because the moment you start thinking that you don't belong, you're giving energy to people who you shouldn't be giving energy to. You belong to be in that room as much as they belong to be there. If you walk into a room and you find some other girls that are making you feel small, ask them, I'm in this room because I deserve to be in this room. I'm in this job because I deserve to be in this job. I'm at this school because I deserve to be in this school. Your energy, the way you feel about yourself, the less confidence you have about your own self, is not going to make you feel that I don't belong in this place. You do belong. You are amazing. Just because you're not wearing what they're wearing and they're over the top doesn't mean that you are not worthy. It doesn't mean that you are not okay. It doesn't mean that you're not you know, the person that should be in situations that you're in, you know. So mean girl energy is something that I've experienced so many times, but I've learned to tackle it, because when a mean girl is mean to me, in a way, I kind of divert away or ignore them, or literally tell them something that is contradictory to make them think of exactly what they have just said to me, and it makes them rethink. And I'm like, did you just realize what you just said to me? Because what you say to me is not okay and it's not right. And it happens a lot in school, because they end up being bullies. They end up making your life miserable. There are lots of people that have done things to their life or have even ended their lives just because of mean girl energy, and they always think that the problem is them, not the problem being the people that are being mean to them. And in all this, I would just want to say to you, don't feed into their energy. Rather give them empathy and sympathy. Empathize with them, sympathize with them, because that's what they need. Because you being angry and you being bitter, you need a little bit of empathy and sympathy. Don't give into their energy. You know, move away from that environment. If it's giving you too much, just exclude yourself and leave them. Don't give them something to thrive on. Don't give them a place or something that they can feed on, you know, by reacting to them and giving them what they want, because a mean girl wants to show you how mean she is and how horrible she can be in order for her to fit in her group of friends. Look at her whole circle of group of friends. Those friends are not even her friends. You may think she has a group of friends that are hard, or friends that are coming to attack you. They're not her friends, because she goes back home and she is horrible, or they go back home and they're horrible in their houses, whilst you go back home to a loving dad, to a loving mom, to friends who care for you, people who really love to be around you, you know. So empathize with them, sympathize with them, but don't feed into their energy. If they come to school and they take their food away, or at work they make you feel bad, they always report on you, sympathize with them and be like, I just feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you because you have the audacity and the energy to treat people like that, and you think that it's a good way of living. Otherwise, you're actually treating yourself in a bad way. You don't love yourself enough, because mean girls don't love themselves enough to understand that they are worthy. They don't have to give people negative energy for them to live. They don't love themselves. They don't respect themselves. They don't have boundaries, because they think that other people should suffer so they can exist, and that's not what it is. You know, so emphasize with them. They don't have respect for themselves, you know. Give them sympathy. Exclude yourself from situations and rooms. If they're giving you a hard time at work, you can always talk about it. And if they are doing much, just don't feed into, just let them be, because there's gonna come a point whereby they'll realize whatever they are doing, or there's gonna become a point whereby someone will actually stand up to them to the maximum. If you feel like you don't have the energy to stand up to them, just don't stand up to them, because if you don't, then literally they are going to feed on you a bit more. Calculate your steps properly, and then you can do what you have to do. But if you've suffered from mean girl energy, honestly, speak to someone, you know, talk with friends, and just remember the problem is not you, the problem is them. And yeah, you've got it. Anyway, if this video has really helped you, let me know. And yeah, for now I have to rush out because I'm checking out of this place that we've been staying in, and I shall see you next time. Bye.